Welcome back everyone, this is NewPeter9000 and today is going to be about another in-depth epic mastery analysis. And we've got Alpha on his Grille 15, the tank that has recently received the spore liner and the reticle calibration. As you can see, he uses the reticle calibration also on his equipment. And let's see what he can do with that new stuff on this tank. He's going for the middle first of all. Let's quickly pause it. Let's quickly see. First of all, I can recommend here, if you're playing on this map and you expect some enemies to go into the middle, you can decide to maybe go for this bush over there. And from that you can preempt the middle if there's anyone crossing to the middle, or if the enemies are over peeking over here, then you can just go over, then you can just shoot them. Otherwise you can also go down, of course, but that's usually not that helpful. If you get pushed, you maybe know quite late, and therefore it is quite risky to go down. Height advantage is always important, and in the end you can also flank around. Of course, there's also this typical TD position over here next to this bush, close to the spawn, where you are able to get off shots towards A and towards the middle area. Yet, in my opinion, you're mostly too far from the fight. If your teammates decide to push in, you are not able to help them properly, and you might end up not doing anything. Also, your teammates might die in front while you do not get shots off, and you are very far from them. It takes you some time to get up and move up to the fight. But in this case, he sees that enemies do have a lot of heavies, and also his team does have a lot of heavies. As you can see, 4 heavies on enemy side. So if he would stay on the right side, it would be quite risky to him, as enemies might actually go for the heavy side and push around. Awesome shot here, even with a fire. That's how you want to start a battle. He couldn't make use of the reticle calibration there to make sure that he does not mess up on the shot. Now he does see the AMX is high down in the back there. So that is, yeah, it's a bit risky to peek here, yet he decides to maybe go for a snapshot, but the AMX is in too good of a position, so he can't really shoot him in return. It doesn't really make sense to try here at this point. He can go for another snapshot, really nice hit there. Certainly not a safe hit, but he could pre-aim the AMX as he was reloaded before him, so he could take the risk. Tries the same thing again, but the AMX does not seem to make the same mistake twice. But now he is already getting flanked by double E100 on the heavy side, and they are focusing onto the mouse, so he can go for a safe shot. He does have the next shot reloaded, so he can stay here. Or maybe this E100 is not, yeah, he did not shoot yet, so he can just stay, go for another shot. Has to be a bit careful because yeah, this E100 he can go for another one, but the other one would be reloaded. Yet he decides to only peek as far as needed to shoot the outer enemy, not have to not get hit by the other one. In this case also he can shoot the cheeks of the E100's turret, as they will show before. The E100 is showing himself. In this situation, a bit risky that he peeks still, even though the E100 does have a bush. And it's not that sure whether the E100 won't just outspot him and shoot him, yet he doesn't get shot, so he can go for another shot on the E75 and fall back. Clears the E100 now, and E75 is ignoring him, going for his platoon mate so he can take him out. Yeah, the game is already, it got quite close, yet he does have a tank advantage. Only 3 minutes over, and he already did 5k. He does use the reticle calibration, goes for a snapshot, but sadly in this case he did not hit. Even though he was using reticle calibration, which generally allows for some great snapshots. His platoon mate got killed really quickly here, but Alpha decides to pre-aim the Skoda, as the Skoda is certainly the most dangerous tank to him at this point, as the Skoda does have the mobility and the clip. He could possibly circle him, so he does have to be careful to not get flanked from behind. And also, yeah, unlucky that he got shot here, but the Spore Liner saved him. He is aware that the Skoda might go to his left side. He's already looking to the left side here as he expects the Skoda to move around to where the C-cap normally is. And he backs off, which is the perfectly right thing to do. So he can make sure that if the Skoda flanks from the left side, he can just shoot him. Skoda is a one-shot, but Alpha also is a one-shot. He tries to use the I7 as a bit of backup if he gets pushed. So yeah, but sadly the I7 does not really move in. His platoon mate is not happy about that. Yet Alpha decides to move around. He does not want to stay in the same position as the Skoda knows where he is. Also the E4 does know the position, and E4 may push him while the Skoda can still back him up from the left side. So he would not have the spots on the E4. So therefore Alpha decides to move to the left side to not get flanked, and notices that the Skoda is not going for him. So I don't know what the Skoda is doing. He actually decided to go for the heavy side again. He was not taking the risk to go for the Grille, even though that would have probably been the best option. Otherwise, okay, going for the I7 together with the E4 was not bad either. But it's getting pretty close. The I7, I don't know, maybe he gave up because he was getting blamed all the time. I've seen people like that who just give up as they are getting blamed. So be careful with that. Please don't. you may not lead the situation to the better. But now Alpha is in a 1v1 situation, managed to hit the E4 once, and now he goes for an HE shell. In this kind of position, it would have been very hard to penetrate the E4, and the E4 was not a one-shot for AP. Or maybe with AP he could have one-shot him with a Hyro, but he would have had to go for the heat shells. So it was very unlikely that he would have killed the E4 with one shot. Therefore he decided to go for the safe HE to make him a safe one shot. Now flanks around as he expects the E4 to form back. And maybe he could just find him and get to his rear. And yet he does not find him. He does not find him. The E4 somehow managed to escape. I think the E4 actually decided to push onto him, even though both are one shot. And yeah, it's risky to both of them. Yet the time is running out. Therefore, the E4 decided he does not want to go for draw. Very lucky here that the E4 did not spot him while Alpha did. So he can go for the reticle calibration again, goes for the snapshot, gets the kill. Awesome game here, 8k damage. He could make awesome use of the reticle calibration, and the Spore Liner really showed that these two things really made the Grille 15 way more OP. Not really OP, but it got way stronger than it was before, and less reliant on the RNG. Thanks for sending that in. I hope you all enjoyed this quick analysis, and yeah, don't forget to leave a like, hit the subscribe button also, and see you on the next time.